Ever wondered what cryptocurrency actually is? You hear about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these wild price swings, but what's the real story? At its heart, crypto is about a simple idea: creating a new kind of money that is uncontrolled by banks or governments. It's about decentralization, digital ownership, and financial freedom. But how did we get here? In the next 10 minutes, you'll discover how cryptocurrency evolved from a niche, nerdy idea into a global phenomenon that's changing the world. The dream of digital cash didn't start with Bitcoin. In fact, the seeds were planted decades ago. Back in 1983, a cryptographer named David Shom created something called eCash. It was a groundbreaking idea for anonymous electronic money, but it was way ahead of its time. Then, in the 1990s, the cypherpunk movement emerged. This was a group of brilliant minds who believed that cryptography, the science of secure communication, could be used to protect individual privacy and freedom in the new digital age. They were the ideological grandparents of crypto. Throughout the late 90s and early 2000s, we saw projects like Hashcash, BitGold, and B-Money. They all tried to create a purely digital currency, but they couldn't solve a key problem: how to prevent people from spending the same digital coin twice without a central authority. The world was ready for a breakthrough, but the final piece of the puzzle was still missing. Then, in 2008, everything changed. In the midst of a global financial crisis, an anonymous person or group named Satoshi Nakamoto published a document online, the Bitcoin White Paper. It was a blueprint for a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. In January 2009, the Bitcoin network went live. The very first block, known as the Genesis block, contained a hidden message: the ×3 Jan 2009 chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This wasn't just a time stamp. It was a political statement. Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to a failing financial system. At first, only a handful of tech enthusiasts and cryptographers were involved, mining Bitcoin on their computers and discussing it in online forums. The first real-world transaction happened in 2010, when a programmer famously paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. At today's prices, that would be the most expensive pizza in history. Soon after, the first crypto exchanges appeared, allowing people to buy and sell Bitcoin for the first time. For a while, Bitcoin was the only game in town. But it wasn't long before others saw its potential and started building on the idea. This was the birth of altcoins, or alternative coins. In 2011, Litecoin was created. It was often called the silver to Bitcoin's gold because it offered faster transaction times and a different mining algorithm. Then came Ripple, which focused not on replacing banks, but on working with them to make cross-border payments faster and cheaper. Suddenly, the floodgates opened. Hundreds of new coins appeared, each one trying to improve on Bitcoin's design or serve a different purpose. Most of these early experiments failed, but they proved that the blockchain wasn't just about Bitcoin. It was a technology with endless possibilities. The next great leap forward came in 2015 with the launch of Ethereum. Its creator, a young programmer named Vitalik Buterin, had a revolutionary idea. What if the blockchain could do more than just send and receive money? What if it could run code? This led to the creation of smart contracts, self-executing contracts with the terms of the agreement directly written into lines of code. Suddenly, cryptocurrency became programmable. This one innovation unlocked a universe of new applications. It sparked the ICO, or initial coin offering, boom of 2017, where startups raised billions by creating their own tokens on the Ethereum network. It laid the foundation for DeFi, or decentralized finance, a parallel financial system built on the blockchain. And it gave birth to decentralized apps, or DApps, that run without any central server or company in control. Ethereum transformed crypto from a simple currency into a global decentralized computer. With all this innovation came incredible volatility. The history of crypto is a story of epic bull runs followed by dramatic crashes. In 2013, Bitcoin had its first major price explosion, capturing the attention of the media. But the real mania hit in 2017. Fueled by the ICO boom, crypto prices went parabolic. Everyone was talking about it, from your neighbor to your barber. But what goes up must come down. The bubble burst in 2018 and prices crashed hard. Then, in 2020 and 2021, the market roared back to life. The COVID pandemic, combined with a flood of government stimulus money, pushed investors toward alternative assets. We saw major companies like Tesla, PayPal, and MicroStrategy add Bitcoin to their balance sheets. After the dust settled from the last crash, a more mature, resilient crypto ecosystem began to emerge. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, which was once a niche experiment, started to look like a real alternative to traditional banking, offering lending, borrowing, and trading without intermediaries. To handle the increased traffic, Layer 2 solutions like Arbitrum and Optimism were built on top of Ethereum, making transactions faster and cheaper. The idea of Web3, a decentralized internet owned by its users, started to take shape, with new social media platforms and wallet-based identities. We're also seeing the tokenization of real-world assets, or RWAs, bringing things like real estate and stocks onto the blockchain. And stablecoins, cryptocurrencies pegged to the value of the US dollar, are becoming a form of global digital money. Now, the new frontier is the integration of AI and blockchain, a trend that promises to define the next few years. As crypto has grown, so has the attention from governments and regulators around the world. For years, it was like the Wild West, but that's changing. Countries like the United States, the European Union, the UAE, and Singapore are now creating clear regulatory frameworks to protect consumers and foster innovation. One of the biggest breakthroughs came with the approval of Bitcoin ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. This allowed traditional investors to get exposure to Bitcoin through their regular brokerage accounts, opening the floodgates to institutional capital. At the same time, many governments are exploring their own digital currencies, known as CBDCs, which could coexist with or compete against decentralized cryptocurrencies. The era of ignoring crypto is over. It's now a serious part of the global financial conversation. So, where does all this leave us? The story of crypto is one of constant evolution. It's moving from a purely speculative asset to a fundamental layer of new digital infrastructure. It's no longer just about digital money. It's about programmable value, decentralized ownership, and a more open, transparent internet. The coming fusion of AI and blockchain will likely unlock applications we can't even imagine yet. And despite all the headlines, the price swings, and the drama, many believe we're still in the very early innings of this technological revolution. The past decade has been wild, but the next one might just change everything. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey through crypto history, make sure to like and subscribe for more.